Every time Carlos Alcaraz steps onto a tennis court, the world sees the brilliance, the explosive power, the dazzling forehand, and the composure of a champion far beyond his years. But what most people don't see, what isn't always captured by the cameras or written in the headlines, is the quiet force standing behind him, the one constant presence in his life from his earliest days in Murcia, Spain, to his current reign as world number one. That force is his mother. Carlos has often spoken about hard work, discipline, and dreams. He has talked about the hours spent on the practice courts, the weight of expectation, and the fire to compete. But when you peel back the layers of his journey, at the heart of it lies his mother's unwavering love, sacrifice, and belief. She has been his anchor through every storm, his rock when the pressure threatened to crush him, and his reminder of who he truly is beyond the spotlight. When Carlos was just a boy with a racket nearly bigger than his body, his mother was already shaping the foundation of the champion he would become. She wasn't in the front row of press conferences or grabbing headlines with bold statements. Instead, she worked quietly, ensuring he had balance, values, and a sense of purpose. She was the one who taught him humility in victory and dignity in defeat. Those who know the Alcaraz family often say that his mother has an extraordinary calmness, a quality that Carlos himself has carried into his matches. When the scoreline is tight, when a crowd is roaring against him, when the pressure of an entire nation rests on his shoulders, he carries himself with a serenity that feels almost unshakable. That doesn't come from nowhere, it comes from years of watching his mother handle life's challenges with grace. Behind every Grand Slam trophy he lifts, there is a story of sacrifice. His mother gave up countless hours, put aside her own ambitions, and dedicated herself fully to the growth and well-being of her son. While coaches worked on his technique and strategy, she made sure he stayed grounded. She reminded him of his roots in Murcia, of the values of family, respect, and gratitude. These aren't just empty words, they're the qualities that have made Alcaraz not just a champion, but a role model admired around the world. When he travels the globe, from Melbourne to Paris, from London to New York, his mother's influence travels with him. In interviews, fans often notice how Carlos, despite his fame, still speaks with the humility of a village boy. That's no accident. It's the echo of his mother's voice, guiding him, reminding him that fame fades but character lasts. That it's easy to forget, when watching him smash winners past world-class opponents, that he is still just in his early 20s. Many players at his age struggle to balance the demands of sport with the temptations of fame. But for Carlos, his family, and especially his mother, have been the compass keeping him on course. She has helped him navigate the noise of endorsements, the constant travel, and the weight of being labeled the future of tennis. And yet, beyond the discipline and guidance, perhaps the greatest gift his mother gave him was belief. From the time he was a child, she instilled in him the idea that nothing was impossible if he worked hard enough. That belief wasn't about blind hope, it was about resilience. Every time he lost a match as a junior, every time he doubted himself, she reminded him that setbacks were just setups for comebacks. That we've all seen those images of Alcaraz collapsing to the court in tears after a major victory, or looking up to the skies in gratitude. Those moments are not just about tennis, they're about the journey, the struggles, the sacrifices, and the unconditional love that carried him there. His mother may not be holding the trophy, but her fingerprints are on every single one. That what makes their bond even more powerful is its simplicity. She doesn't demand the spotlight. She doesn't chase recognition. She is content knowing that her role is deeply woven into the man her son has become. In a world obsessed with fame and glory, there is something profoundly moving about that quiet strength. Carlos has said many times that his mother is the one who keeps him normal. After all, fame can be a dangerous thing, especially when it comes quickly and intensely. She reminds him to enjoy simple things, family dinners, time at home, laughter with siblings. To her, he is not just a superstar, he is still her son, the boy she raised with love and discipline, the boy whose dreams she nurtured from the very beginning. In a way, every fan who watches Carlos play is also witnessing the unseen legacy of his mother. The composure in pressure, the resilience after setbacks, the humility in victory, all of it carries her imprint. Without her, the story of Carlos Alcaraz would be incomplete, and that is the beauty of champions, they are never made alone. Behind the cameras, behind the roars of packed stadiums, there are always unseen heroes who pour their hearts into shaping them. For Carlos, that hero is not a coach, not a sponsor, not a celebrity. It is his mother, the rock behind his success. As his career continues to unfold, with many more battles to fight, trophies to win, and records to break, one thing is certain: the world will keep cheering for Alcaraz the champion. But those who know his story will always recognize the woman who helped build the foundation of that greatness. Because long before he was a household name, long before he was lifting millions of euros in prize money, Carlos Alcaraz was simply a son, blessed with a mother whose love and strength made him the man he is today, and maybe that is the greatest victory of all.